I have been meaning to do more EXO lately on his channel, and then this just drops into my lap, just out of nowhere, or for me out of nowhere. This is EXO's new subunit, EXO-SC, which is made up of, and I'm gonna butcher their names, I'm so sorry about this, Se훈 and 찬열. And I don't believe I've reacted to either of their solo or subunit stuff on the channel before. I've reacted to the entire group and I've reacted to other members, but very excited. This is called What a Life. It is the title track of the mini album of the same name. And as always, haven't seen this yet, haven't listened to this yet. Let's enjoy this together. And I'm going to start this in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, we're getting hip hop.
시스템 종료 클릭 오늘 미세먼지는 free 차키 챙겨서 나가 오랜만에 도론 뻥 뚫렸으니 시간 되는 애도 나
Very American style flow.
동그라미 네모 세모 X 지겹지 않으면
Very on trend.
번개처럼 인천공항으로 갈까 구름 찢으며 파란 하늘을 날까 옆 나라에서 별 보는 것도 좋아 날씨는 so amazing
I like this minimalist production. It's built around just a handful samples and sounds there. Yeah, all out hip hop. Just enough bass coming in there to even out the tremolo, okay. Did not expect a boast rap, but I'm here for it. His flow is a bit more underground, but also like it as well. This is such a like straight up American style West Coast hip hop video. I love it. There's something really nice about this production. It continues using the same elements throughout. It's built around that like xylophone sounding, I believe that's a synth. Nice drum machine there. It's quite dynamic. There's a lot of speed changes to that drum machine and a lot of intensity changes. I knew there would be something with sunglasses coming. I knew it. Oh, great dancer as well. Even from a tiny moment, you can tell if someone is a natural dancer or not from just a handful of moves. It's crazy. Oh, already over. Oh. That was good. I really liked his dancing here. Sorry, I don't know which of them is which. I'm so sorry about that. It's just I have to get more into EXO. I haven't listened to them enough or looked them up quite enough as much as I'd like to. But either way, they both did a good job here, but I really liked his little dance sequence here. It just lit wonderfully because you have, it looks like they actually shot this in night rather than shooting day for night and lit him from behind just with the car lights and from the side, from the front with a red light. And it makes for such a great contrast with the night sky in the back and gives him just a bit of an outline here from the from the headlights. That's a really good look. It's a really, really basic lighting setup, but it's just so incredibly effective, and I always like that. Okay, but before we talk about the video, let's talk about the song itself. Very straightforwardly modern American style boast rap. This is very much in line with what we've heard the last couple of years coming out of the US. Not that much coming out of Korea. Korean hip-hop is obviously its own subculture that's distinct from different regions' hip-hop subcultures. And even within Korea, there's of course different unique subcultures. Further, it's all very, very complex. But as a whole, at least what we hear in mainstream pop music in Korea, especially what we hear from idol rappers, is typically a style informed by, but not too closely related to whatever is popular in the US right now. And here we see much more of an American style flow, especially from the first rapper, the blonde one. Very, very American style flow, very smooth, uses the same rhythmic forms that are common there. And then we get more of an underground rapping style, just a tad more of an underground rapping style from him here. And that works together very, very well. I really like the production of the song. It's really built around that. I don't think it's actually a xylophone, but it's something that sounds like a xylophone. And the entire track is built around short little melodies from that, and everything else is just on top of that. So you have that as a through line that pulls the entire song together, and it's really more of a mood piece. This song isn't about building up to any kind of climax, but it's about establishing that mood and that rhythm and staying with it throughout. And I think it does that very, very well. It's very much that like laid back, hot summer night feeling. And I don't know where they shot this, but it looks like they could have shot this in California or something. And that is something I associate with that kind of feeling. And then we had the whole like party stuff. I think there was a pool party element to that. I'm not even sure anymore. There was so much going on. But you had, the pool party. That obviously all plays together with that feeling. And ultimately, I think that is just what the song is about. It's about this, about capturing this particular mood. And they do it very, very well. Very much of a boast rap. And that is not something you hear a lot in K-pop either. So, very nice to hear this. It makes them stand out. Both of their deliveries are very good as well. Bit surprised to hear something so outright hip-hop. You're used to hip-hop influences. I mean, every K-pop group has rappers. Or most of them at the very least. So you're used to having hip-hop influences everywhere. It's quite rare to have songs that are just outright 100% hip-hop. This wasn't any other genres. This was just a hip-hop track. And I'm very happy to hear that. I'm a big fan of the genre. So very nice here. And they both very fine delivery. So good job here. The music video also pretty straightforward. Goes for essentially going for a lot of hip-hop cliches, but it's doing it in a very fun way, and it executes it all very well. A lot of nice shots in here, a lot of nice color direction, lighting. You have all the typical hip-hop like show-off elements there. You have a yacht party, you have a lot of beautiful girls, you have them wearing amazing clothes, just looking awesome, boasting and showing off. And there's nothing wrong with that. I really like this little, this is a relatively short scene of them just indoors with the neon lights. Provides a bit of a contrast to the day scenes that we primarily had earlier. Even throughout the video, you can kind of see the progression. Here, getting darker, and then you use, where is it? You use this as a transition to the actual night scenes. And I think that works very well. All in all, just very, very good work. I definitely enjoyed this. And like I said before, I'm gonna be doing more EXO in the future, so subscribe. Twitter, Patreon, Instagram, you should check those out. I also have a Facebook now, all linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thanks to some of my lovely patrons, Lala and Fred, and see you guys in another video soon.